gorgeous nighttime view from high above the city of Atlanta. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. Last outing for Atlanta, they won that game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, there's no doubt. They were sharp on the offensive end. The bench guys just did a sensational job bringing their A-game.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kev. Well, Rick Carlisle is a coaching graybeard. He's entering his second decade as coach of the Mavericks. He led them to the franchise's first and only title in 2011. Now, Eric Spoelstra lost that series to Carlisle, and he says of him, he's a Hall of Famer, a trailblazer as president of the Coaches Association. We all owe him a great deal. Kevin?
He is a legend. Thank you, D.A. Doris, we've already had a few surprises this season. Some teams really exceeding expectations. Others have kind of gone the other way. What's your take?
You know, it's always a little bit early to tell exactly what kind of team you're going to have, because we've seen this historically. A team races out to maybe a 7-1 start or a 10-1 start, and yet perhaps they come back to the field. The teams that are the youngest seem to have the steepest learning curve. So where are the lottery picks, and what impact are those guys having?
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. On the wings, it's Doncic and Barnes. Jordan is out there with Dwight Powell, and it's Barea in at the 5. Here's Len. Great D that time from Jordan.
Scoreless after 4 shots. Wow.
Over in the corner, Doncic. And that one drops. Doncic has got the game going here with the first basket for Dallas.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Barnes screen on Bazemore. To the wing on the left. Pass to Powell. Dallas moving it around. Now, here's Doncic. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. The rebound by Prince.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide-open shots like that.
Jordan against Len. That shot misses. Prince with the defensive effort. 3-on-3. Here's Collins, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Collins has got his first bucket of the night. Jordan the screen. Barea kicks to Barnes. Second shot opportunity. Out to the right wing. Powell with the screen. And here is Doncic. On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Barea. To the paint, and stolen by Prince. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Bazemore. It's deflected.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
He misses the free throw. Well, Greg, for Atlanta, it was out with the old and in with the new for the point guard position for the Hawks.
And Hawks were able to trade down and still get the guy they wanted in Young. See him as an impact guard to build around for the future. Had to move Schroeder to free up space for Young, but this team now has a clear core to build around.
Good on the second free throw. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Jordan the screen, passes it to Powell. Offensive rebound. Barnes outside. Up again. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Bazemore passes to Prince. Young sets a screen for Len. Here's Prince. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Well, what a great setup by Alex Len, developing such a good feel for the game.
Berea against Young. Nobody near Barnes. It's good. Great play set up by Berea. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game. Berea against Young, and the pass to Collins. Shoots over Powell, the 15-footer, good. Collins has got his second bucket of the night.
What great touch there on the fadeaway. Man, right in his face.
Jordan the screen. Berea against Young. Here's Barnes. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You'll wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
He kicks to Powell. Another three for Dallas.
Now, this is an evolving aspect of Dwight Powell's game, getting comfortable in the catch and shoot from just about anywhere.
Pass to Bazemore. Pass to Prince. Collins, a screen on Barnes. Feeds the Len. Here's Collins. Passes to Bazemore. In the corner, Collins with it. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Andre Jordan is second.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Now here's Bazemore. He's tightly guarded, and he overshot that one, missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Doncic dishes to Berea. Jordan the screen. Berea against Young. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Berea's got his first basket of the night.
I'll tell you, J.J. Berea has the ball on a string. Listen, we know he's got a diminutive size, but his movements on the dribble, that's a big man's game.
Now, here is Young. A 17-point game for him in the win against Cleveland.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Here's Berea following the basket by Trae Young. Doncic, no good. To the paint. Offensive rebound. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Young's shot is off.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove. Well, you don't get much more wide open inside the arc. He's simply got to make that shot.
Down low. Here's Len. Changes up. That shot, no good. Good D by Jordan.
On a pretty good day for them so far, his shooting has been one of the tough spots.
Now Doncic. Now the pass to Powell. He can't hit that time.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Wayne Dedman comes in for Len, and it's Jeremy Lin in for Kent Bazemore. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dennis Smith comes in for J.J. Berea. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. So much of being a scorer is finding ways to get open without the ball, of course, and there are a lot of guys that do that very well in the league right now.
Well, you think back to guys like Ray Allen, who have retired in the last 5 to 6 years. He was one of the all-time bests. You think back to the Detroit Pistons teams and Rip Hamilton. They set the stage for today's generation. Guys like Klay Thompson and Kyle Korver, who are relentless in their motion and sometimes do it randomly. Outside of the context of the offense, they're just, because they've done it so often, the kind of movement they create puts tremendous stress on your defense.
And here's Smith after Jeremy Lin hitting the three. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Collins setting the big for Lin. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. And it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
You love the shot selection, Kevin, from Jeremy Lin. This guy is great at taking what the defense gives him.
Jordan with the screen on Collins. Jordan kicks to Matthews to the wing right side. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Jordan the screen. Shot to end this cold run. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his first 2 points.
And I like seeing that Smith Jr. has a strong sense for when to shoot the mid-range.
Pass to Carter. Dedmon a screen. Carter with it. He's picked up by Doncic. There's Lin with the three. Rebound by Smith.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And DeAndre Jordan, the all-time leader in career field goal percentage, break by a sizable margin.
Yeah, the most prolific dunker in the league, maybe in league history.
One shot, gentlemen.
The Dallas Mavericks last season could not have been more disappointing, Doris.
Well, you think about management for this organization, Kevin. They had tried to avoid a rebuild. But at some point, every franchise probably has to go through it. And one of the things you must have in a rebuild is patience.
Mavericks trail by 3. Matthews passes to Jordan. A floater, and the rejection by Collins. But they'll get another chance. Smith for 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Nowitzki just so unselfish. When he sees a teammate wide open, doesn't take long to zip that pass right in the pocket.
There's the screen. Here's Carter. It's rebounded by Dallas. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Now here's Anderson. Dirk Nowitzki unable to get his shot to go. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's his first foul. Measuring, he's checked in for Dallas. Anderson against Nowitzki. Dedmon a screen. Lin loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Lin's got 9 points.
You have to enjoy watching Jeremy Lin work the pick and roll. This guy totally loses the defense with his quick decision making.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Smith. He feeds it to Doncic. Another shot. That shot no good. Some solid defense there from Lin. Inside. Anderson's shot is off.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
And it's Smith missing. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Kicks it to Lin. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, we know this. Jeremy Lin knows how to run an offense. His ability to find the open man uncanny.
Nowitzki a screen. Pass to Measuring. Stolen by Anderson. And here is Dedmon. He's covered by Matthews. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks trailed by 5. Matthews, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here's Anderson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Dedmon. The shot comes out. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Pass to Mejri. Smith trying to break loose, and the basket good by Mejri.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here is Carter. Over Doncic. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Carter's got his first basket of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Smith outside. Out to the right wing. Nowitzki with the screen on Carter. Here's Doncic. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got his third rebound on the night. Outside, Lynn. With 4 seconds on the clock. 1 second left. We'll return shortly. It's been a storied career for Dirk Nowitzki, but as he ages, he says he's spending a lot more time getting his body prepared to play.
Jay Kidd sort of tried all sorts of things when he was here. He was older, and, you know, he got massages right before the games and the stretching and all that. Now I'm in the same shoes. You know, I do all that stuff now, and you almost do as much off the court as you practice on the court.
A lot goes into holding off Father Time, but Father Time, by the way, is undefeated.
Yeah, and retirement's something he's considered for a few summers now, but he's making the most of his Hall of Fame career, savoring every last minute.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
I'll tell you, when you take care of the backboards, good things seem to happen.
Well, I think it's been a priority to hit the glass, no doubt, and using their length and athleticism to perfection on the boards.
On the floor for Dallas, Doncic at the 3 and Dirk at the 4. Smith and Matthews in the backcourt, and it's Mejri in at the 5 down low. Now here is Smith. He's coming off a 22-point game against Chicago.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
And here is Lynn after Dennis Smith was able to get the 3. Lynn kicks to Anderson. Dedmon a screen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting. Prince has checked in for Atlanta. And Dallas with a change here, too. Barnes has checked in.
Really smart player with a high basketball IQ. Justin Anderson is just scratching the surface for his immense potential.
Mejri, the pass to Smith. There's the pick. Now here's Matthews, defended by Lynn. Nowitzki sets a screen for Matthews. Shot clock at 6. Rebound, Atlanta.
Boy, it's tough to see how he misses that one. I don't think the defense was all that tight on him.
Dedmon a screen. Prince in the corner. Dedmon trying to break free. Taurean Prince, and that's good. Prince has got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks. Smith against Land. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, it's been a pretty strong start to Dennis Smith Jr.'s career. He knows he has work to do, right? You've got to cut down on the over-dribbling as you adjust to the team system. But I think what you like is the coach also says the team needs to adjust to his play style. He's the future leader here.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
First one falls for. Well, and for Smith, most Dallas fans and the organization doors see him as the next face of the franchise.
Right, and give Dirk some credit for passing the torch and guiding Dennis Smith Jr. through his rookie season, because I'll say this, Smith was all ears and took to what Dirk had to say and tried to apply it both on and off the court.
Smith hits them both.
And you know, known for that rim-rocking dunking ability, Smith Jr., though, a special talent. This is a guy who wants to keep getting better over time.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, the Mavericks were ecstatic when Dennis Smith Jr. fell to them with the 9th pick of the 2017 draft. For a team in need of athleticism and size at the point guard, it's been a hand-in-glove fit. The 6'3" Smith has a 48-inch vertical, one of the highest ever measured.
A terrific young player, an elite NBA athlete. David, that's for sure. Good stuff. Thanks.
Oh, play a game of deep ball. I like it. Barea improved his range over these years.
Len with a screen on Smith. Young from outside. Scores for only the 2nd time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Bazemore against Barnes. Shoots over Bazemore. Barnes can't get it to go.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
Young's shot is off.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Barnes.
Now, this is about the development of Harrison Barnes' body. You know, physically he's tougher, which usually makes you mentally tougher. And what you admire is that he enjoys putting in the work.
Now, here's Bazemore. His last outing, he had 18 points. Here's Young. It's rebounded by Dallas. Smith's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Powell kicks to Barea. Powell down low, guarded by Prince. Powell, that's good. And now just a 3-point Hawks lead. Young against Smith. To the left wing. Glenn, a screen. Shot's good from Young.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Smith dishes to Barnes. They set the pick. Shot from the low block. And there's the call on measure. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. Collins is checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Salah measure. The Hawks leading by 6. Young passes to Prince. Back to Young. There's a screen by Collins. Kicks it out to Prince. The Hawks again can't hit. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Barea. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Guys, how about J.J. Barea? In his 12th year in the NBA, no less, he establishes career highs across the board and does nothing but get better with age. I love it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Barea now in his second run with Dallas. Won an NBA title with the team, you may recall, back in 2011.
Well, he was critical in that title run, Kev, and now he's trying to help this organization rebuild. This guy, a clear fan favorite. And it's incredible to me. He seems to be getting better with his age.
And both free throws good for Barea.
And you never doubt this guy's enthusiasm or his love for the game of basketball. To me, it's what makes Barea the kind of guy you root for.
Len, good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And any lob to Jordan is about as sure a thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop feeds.
Here's Bazemore following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. They set the pick. That's tipped. Young against Smith. Powell with the screen. Smith off the screen. No good off the back of the rim. The Hawks leading by 4. Bazemore on the wing. Guarded by Barea. Bazemore misses.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Now, here's Collins. 9 points last game. Barnes grabs the miss. Powell kicks to Barea. Powell, the pass to Smith. And there's the pass to Barnes. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Barnes can't get it to go.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Young with the ball. And here's Prince outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Prince has got 6 in the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And that's now 8 points for Barnes.
Yeah, just so comfortable coming off that screen. Barnes catches, loads, and fires.
Glenn, a screen. Young outside. Glenn with a screen on Smith. And Young, here we go. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
The first free throw is good.
He's a guy you have to game plan for. The way Young scores and passes the ball creates so many problems for the defense.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Alex Len. Carter comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kent Bazemore. And Dallas with a change here too. Doncic is checked in for Smith.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
Barea kicks to Barnes. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Fast break, Dallas. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
I'll tell you, Kevin, you have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Mavericks making a change here. Matthews is checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
The free throw drops for Powell.
In today's NBA, we like to talk about that three-point shot. Well, the Dallas Mavericks, believe it or not, took the 4th most in the NBA last year.
Now here's Lynn. 12 points for him. He kicks it to Dedmon. Collins passes to Lynn. Collins setting the pick for Lynn. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Mavericks trail by 3. And the Mavs, Doris, not only took a lot of threes, they made a lot of threes.
Well, when you have shooters, the likes of Dirk Nowitzki, Wes Matthews, Doug McDermott, the list goes on, three-point shooting was the least of their worries last season. Boy, ran his man right into the pick and got the open look. Basketball 101.
And Young kicks to Carter. Back to Young, and that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That is his first foul of the game. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Powell.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Here's Collins. There's a screen by Collins. Off the screen, and it's Carter missing. Dallas has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Here's Matthews. Jordan, it's good on the putback.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And DeAndre Jordan this last offseason opting out of his contract with the LA Clippers. He felt, Greg, obviously it was time to move on.
It didn't take long for Jordan to find a new home here in Dallas. Had almost signed with them last time he was a free agent. Closed the deal this time around. Still has a lot to offer and a really good fit for this team inside.
Here's Collins. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. No coverage that time. Carter's got 5 now. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Nowitzki. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Young against Barea. Shots good from Young.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Barea, the pass to Nowitzki. To the wing on the left. The feed to Jordan. Dedmon with the block. Right wing. To the middle. Here's Young. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. 14 points for Trae Young.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Nowitzki a screen. Now here's Doncic, defended by Lynn. Doncic, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Shots good from Young.
And this is Young at his very best. Once he gets a few to fall, boy, watch out.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball, trailing here by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Measuring, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Knocks it loose, and there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's foul number 2 for him.
Guys, that's number 2 on him, and they do not need him to sit right away, but one more foul before the half, and he'll be headed to the bench.
40 seconds left in the first half. And Matthews kicks to Nowitzki. 6 to shoot. Here's Doncic.
Oof. Ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
Carter dishes to Young. Dedmon a screen. Carter the pass to Young. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Mavericks ball.
so it's Atlanta holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what happened defensively that slowed them down in the first half?
Well, we're active. They're missing a few shots they normally make. You know, we just got to compete. We got to keep competing the way we are.
Thanks for your time, Rick. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. Looking at the Hawks. And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they had to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
Kenny, how do you think Dallas played?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Welcome back, folks. Always so much activity going on here in the bustling metropolis of Atlanta, Georgia. The second half just about to get going here. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
Here is Barea. And it's Prince outside at the 3 with Collins down at the power forward. Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. And it's Len in at the center position. So that's the Hawks 5.
And they continue to control the glass.
Offensive rebound. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Hawks have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
At the line for the Hawks, Taurean Prince. 2 shots.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And looking at Prince's game, you know, he could be the ultimate complementary player. A good shooter, doesn't need a ton of touches, solid enough on defense, and is showing signs of improvement.
And both free throws good for Prince. And with Prince, his versatility between forward spots also is an asset to the team.
And when I call Prince a complimentary player, I didn't mean it as a slight. It just plays with an approach and style that fits well with any team and any leading scorer. Players like him tend to have a long, productive career in our league.
Here's Prince after Luka Doncic's bucket. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. On defense, Dallas, 8-point game. Collins a screen on Barnes. Young trying to break free. Prince's shot is good.
Boy, excellent team basketball. Use the screen to free himself up and drill the jump shot.
Young against Barea. Powell with the screen. Outside Jordan. Pass to Powell. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Powell's got 10 points.
You love how Powell goes to work on the block, muscles his way to establish himself and deliver.
Len, a screen. Prince, the pass to Collins. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Collins has got the lead back up to 10 now for the Hawks.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
It's deflected. Stolen by Collins. To the inside, Len, and the dunk by Len.
We've always talked about Alex Len's natural tools, Kevin, and he can assault the rim on a consistent basis.
Inside, Jordan. That one, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. And finished off by Collins.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
Now here's Powell. He's got 10. Shot from 6. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And it's 6 points for Luka Doncic. Young against Barea. Young's shot is off.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
And that's what Jordan does best, an extremely lethal dunker.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the score by Dallas. Bazemore for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Bazemore's got 7 points. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Dallas making a switch here. Smith has checked in. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for the Hawks.
Guys, you got to like the offensive approach here. Scoring a variety of ways, inside and out. You look at the shot chart, and a lot of things are working for them right now.
Mavericks trail by 13. Dishes to Jordan. Back to Smith. Here's Doncic. Dallas again missing.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Barnes outside. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 11 points for Barnes.
Yeah, spot-up shooting, one of Barnes' really strong suits offensively.
And one thing Rick Carlisle is known for is his accountability.
Right, and that extends to himself as much as it does the players who play for him. Listen, if this guy makes the wrong play call, he is going to make sure you know about that. And I think that's an approach you see from the top down in this organization.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Mavericks trail by 12. Jordan the screen. Smith with a wide open look. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Len passes to Young. The shot will not fall. Excellent defense there from Smith. Here's Barnes. The putback, the rebound by Prince. Prince has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Barnes against Prince. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against Chicago. It's rebounded by Dallas. Jordan's got 11 rebounds in the game. Powell inside. Working on Collins. The shot by Powell, no good. Collins kicks to Prince. Good D by Barnes.
Boy, that's high impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Doncic, it's blocked. Young against Smith. Shots good from Young.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
And the Mavericks call time here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And at one point, I think they thought they were maybe out of this thing, but man, they just came storming back on a mission.
Justin Anderson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Jeremy Lin comes in for Young. And Dallas also making a switch. Nowitzki's checked in. Mavericks trail by 15. Jordan with the screen on Lin. Smith the pass to Nowitzki. To the paint. Here's Barnes. Up again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Got that bucket in no time at all. Barnes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
How good is that, pulling up off the dribble, something Barnes has been working on.
Now here's Bazemore. He's got 7. Len with a screen on Nowitzki. And it's Prince penetrating. 5 to shoot. Anderson wide open. And that one comes up a bit short. Mavericks trail by 13. And here's Barnes for 3. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight. Hawks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Prince dishes to Lin. There's the screen. Anderson outside. Len with a screen on Barnes. Off the screen. Len's shot is off. Dallas has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. The finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Smith kicks to Jordan. A 3 ball. Rebounded by the Hawks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Taurean Prince. And then for Dallas, Mejri comes in for Jordan. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Doncic. The Hawks leading by 12. Outside, Lin. And Bazemore kicks to Anderson. The Hawks working the ball around. Dedmon a screen. Outside, Lin. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Lin's got 14 points for the game.
And for Lin, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Now here's Bazemore. Following the missed shot by Dennis Smith. Bazemore passes to Lin. Dedmon a screen. Shoots over Mejri. Dedmon's shot is off. And with Lin, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lin did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much.
Yeah, easy call.
And you know, Dennis Smith Jr. is a player who just is oozing with confidence when you see him play.
Yeah, I just love how Smith Jr. will attack every player he goes up against. Chris Paul, who Smith Jr. goes way back with, noticed how even as a rookie, he approaches every challenge head on. As a rookie, Smith Jr. was just jawing at the vets and dunking on everyone. He has the game to back up that personality.
He's off on the first. That one misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Herter, he's covered by Matthews. Pass to Dedmon. To the middle, here's Anderson. Dedmon a screen. Back to Lynn. Nailed from three-point land. Lynn's got 17.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Dwayne Dedmon, a player who started his NBA career late, was a rookie at age 24 and then floated around to several teams. But he has gone from being an end-of-the-bench guy to an important rotation player in just the last few seasons.
That one is off. And with Dedmon and the teams he's played with, you know, he always has found a way, Greg, to slot in and give you good minutes.
Yeah, what I love about him is he knows who he is as a player and plays to his strengths. Never gives up on a play on either end of the floor. And now he's even added a three-point shot to his arsenal to kind of further expand his versatility.
The Hawks leading by 14. Lynn kicks to Carter. Over Matthews. And it's Carter missing. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And it's slammed in by Smith.
You know Dennis Smith, his first instinct is to shoot. And when he's hot, look out.
To the inside, Dedmon. And it's denied. Fast break, here we go. And Smith slams it home.
I tell you, this guy off his feet and in the air, it's like a dunk contest.
1:06 left in the third quarter. Dedmon a screen. Mejri with the rebound. Mejri's got 4 rebounds in this game. Barea, no good. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
Now, here's Barea. He's got 9. Nowitzki with the screen on Lynn. And Smith gets double-teamed. 4 on the clock. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Mavericks trail by 12. Smith outside. Out to the wing. Here's Barea. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. Right back after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Atlanta leading by 12. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Mejri. J.J. Barea is out there with Smith. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Matthews in at the small forward position. And when you watch Collins play, Greg, you just can't help but notice how athletic he is going to the rim.
Man, his hang time and ability to throw it down make him an ideal finisher inside. Very efficient, because he's not only a strong finisher, but also enjoys attacking the rim and does a great job, I think, of picking up misses, just being a pest for the defense.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Young's checked in for Atlanta. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Mavericks trail by 13. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Dallas. Smith. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Smith.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
The Hawks leading by 11. And Young kicks to Lynn. Carter down low. He's covered by Matthews. And it's Carter missing.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
They get a hand on it. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, last year, pretty much a lost year for Lynn. Tore his patella tendon on opening night. And Doris, that was it.
Yeah, that was hard to watch for Jeremy Lin because you know he's put in the time and was penciled in for a big role with Brooklyn. It's so nice to see him step back between the lines and continue playing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, Kevin, how about the Harvard grad, Jeremy Lin? How far has this guy come from nearly out of the NBA at one point to viable NBA starter? Incredible.
Both free throws good from Lynn.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Smith kicks to Matthews. Good work defensively by Carter.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back.
Now here's Matthews, and there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's his 5th foul. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And here's Smith. Powell with the screen. Clock at 6. Smith off the screen. Collins with the block. He gets it in there. And the Hawks lead by 15.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
They set the screen. Young against Smith. Outside for Berea. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
Carter, the pass to Young. Good D by Matthews. Mavericks trail by 15. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes it to Berea. Measury with it. The three from Matthews. Atlanta with the rebound. Dedmon's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Now here's Lynn. Dedmon a screen. Carter against Matthews. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. Then on Monday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for that game against the Kings, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Dallas calls timeout.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
And the Hawks making a change here. Prince is checked in. Jordan, he's checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Smith. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
Boys, ball security flawless in the first half, but since then, it's an absolute disaster.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Matthews.
Harrison Barnes.
Mavericks trail by 13. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Barnes outside. Jordan the screen. Shoots off the screen and misses it off the right side of the rim.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Lynn kicks to Young. Shoots over Powell. Prince, the pass to Young. Ball's knocked loose. Second shot opportunity. Shot by Collins, no good.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Here's Young after Luka Doncic's bucket. And Young kicks to Prince. Drills it from outside. Prince has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Boy, he didn't get much separation, nor did he need it. He buries the three.
Powell with the screen. To the middle. And it's Jordan with the jam. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 13 rebounds.
What a solid pass by J.J. Barea. I tell you, he's not flashy, but you can count on this guy to run the offense the right way.
Here's Young. Jordan with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 12. Barnes outside. Over Prince. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Lynn dishes to Prince. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Powell's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Barnes. That's tipped, and he recovers it. The Hawks leading by 12. The pass to Dedmon. Feeds it to Young. The Mavericks pull it in.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Atlanta shooting a meager 37% for the game. Prince outside. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Correa, the pass to Powell. He dishes it to Doncic. Shoots over Lynn. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
Prince misses. Mavericks trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lynn kicks to Collins. No good there. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Prince misses. Now Barnes. Howell. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class-eating. And stolen by Barnes. That's a 2 from Powell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Dedmon. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
The first one falls.
Well, this is a decent free throw shooter, and where Powell could help himself is getting to the line a little bit more.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Hawks leading by 12. Atlanta calls timeout. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. The presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Taurean Prince.
It's a take charge brand of basketball he's been playing tonight. His point total tells you all you need to know about just how good he's been. And once he got going, their game plan really became simple. Just get him the ball.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Collins kicks it to Bazemore. Lynn against Barea. Lynn with a screen on Barea. 6 on the shot clock. Lynn the pass to Collins. It's rebounded by Dallas. Jordan's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Here's Barnes. Powell controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just great resiliency from Powell, sticking with the possession and finishes it with authority.
In the corner, Collins with it. Prince outside. Lets it fly. The Hawks again can't hit. Mavericks trail by 10. And here's Barnes for 3. Len grabs the board. Len's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
You know, they're trying to battle back, but he's missing shots this period.
Alex Len, Doris, drafted number 5 overall. He shows flashes and has the physical ability.
This is why scouting is such a tricky business. You can see some raw talent, and then you have to wait for that talent to develop. Alex Len has the length that teams are looking for. but you also need to have floor spacing to operate your offense efficiently. And traditionally, that hasn't been part of Len's game.
The first free throw is good.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Dennis Smith, he's checked in for Dallas. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And Len has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Smith drawn the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Mavericks now. Knocked away. Just 5 on the clock. Powell with the screen. The 3 from Barnes. Bazemore grabs the miss.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
Here's Smith. Len with the block.
Well, for a big guy so light on his feet, Len rising into the air with ease.
And it's Smith missing. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
Young's checked in for Jeremy Lin. The Hawks leading by 12. Young dishes to Prince. Bazemore on the wing. Len sets a screen for Bazemore. Len with a screen on Smith. Collins with it. Prince the pass to Len. That shot is off. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Got a piece of it.
As off as he's been this quarter, it's not helping them to trim the deficit.
Collins passes to Young. Here's Len. The shot, no good. Jordan with some nice D. Now, here's Doncic. He's covered by Bazemore. Jordan kicks to Smith. Dallas moving it around. Doncic, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Pass to Bazemore. Back to Young. Pass to Bazemore. Shots good from Young.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Now, here is Smith. Here's Doncic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists in the game. Atlanta leading by 12. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Young passes to Len. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
You must be confident in the jumper, and Alex Len letting it fly from the mid-range.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 14. There's 1:26 left to play here in the fourth. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Smith inside. Young's there. Rejected by Young.
And you can tell he wants to improve on the defensive end. Young, great to see him come up with the rejection.
Okay, time now for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to talk with Atlanta's head athletic trainer about his status. After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. Coming back tonight is not an option for him, and they're hoping he won't have to miss too much time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Well, and barring any of those setbacks, Greg, I wouldn't be surprised to see him back ahead of the schedule they've laid out for him.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Collins, a screen on Smith. Here's Young, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Trae Young. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Young. And so Young nails them both. Dallas with the ball. They trail by 16. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Mejri to the paint. The 8-footer in deep. Nowitzki drops it in.
Always the size advantage. The great timing as well from Dirk Nowitzki.
Young against Harris. Here's Young. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jeremy, it really looked like defense got you guys going tonight and got them off their game.
Yeah, I mean, this might have been the hardest that we played, collectively for a whole game in a while. And I think everybody who really stepped out on the floor, they gave everything they had, and it was great to see.
Really was telling, Jeremy, how you guys got going. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.